I'm like Joe, standing tall in the storm.
I enjoyed the book. It gave me a lot of inspiration, and although I eat right, it kind of reminds you about focus and prioritizing self, fighting for self, and also making sure that you take care of your health. And it's very inspirational, and I would advise anybody to get it.
On now, I'm a homie. My faith keeps me warm.
Hello everyone. I enjoyed the book so much because it's about de Havilland's travel, her journey.
But my feet are firm, I won't hit the ground. Trials come.
Proud of my friend, her writing her book. I really am. I remember you going through everything. I remember talking to you. I'm gonna keep it PG, so I can't say what I said. But I am very proud of you on your completion of your book. I can't wait. I know you got bigger and better things going on. We already had this conversation. I'm just waiting on that million to drop.
Feel mine forever. I ride, I stand, I fight, I pray. He lights my path.
Congratulations to Haviland. I am loving this book, Bald, Breastless, and Badass. It tells of your journey through going through your chemotherapy, how you handled it, how you thrived under pressure, and I just love it. I haven't finished it, I will admit, but I am loving it so far and everything about it.
Thank you.
But my spirit won't fall. Through the fire, I hear this call. Mountains high, valleys deep. My soul's awake, I won't sleep. Chains may rattle, storms may roll.
I am so proud of Miss Badass. And one of the things that I liked the most was the Badass reflections, where, you know, you go back and she told us to, you know, think about these things and reflect on them. And I've seen the journey that she's taken, and I've seen the pain turned into purpose. And so I'm so proud of her, and I'm so thankful to be part of the village.
But I believe forevermore. I will never give up. No, never.
So I want to say congratulations to my good friend de Havilland Mac. Thank you for the shout out, but also thank you for the rawness and the honesty. I thought I was gonna be able to read this book in an hour, but the emotions that came up would not let me, and I had to pick it up and put it down. So thank you for the quotes. Thank you for the things to do, like next steps to kind of work our way into getting disease out of our body, also through our emotions. So thank you.
God's my shield, mine forever.
Do you have any idea, like, how the book was going to be written?
I knew you were going to be detailed, but not this thorough. Key points, speed life. It's for everyone. Life messages that you can use every day. I had no idea.
Okay.
Yeah.
Grace?
Knowing my cousin, I knew it was going to be thorough. I was excited to hear her story, her testimony, but oh my God, this book, I've been through it twice already. It's that good. And when I personally am feeling stressed about some things, I've gone back to her book. Me too. To get reminders of how I could process things and deal, and handle things. So it's an amazing book. It's more than what I thought it was going to be. Far more, but I knew it was going to be.
Absolutely.
I knew it was going to be great because
Absolutely. Because it's
great.
her.
And she
That's
does
right.
everything in excellence. But the contents of this book is for everyone. It's not just for cancer survivors.
That's right.
Or cancer survivors.
That's
It's
right.
not just for someone that is going through that type of journey. If you've gone through any journey, you're going to get some lessons and some tools to carry with you. Great book.
Well, you said you read the book. Look, girl, you said you read the book. Now, tell the truth about when I gave you the original manuscript that wasn't a book. It was printed off my printer. And I gave it to you and said, Mama, go read this. Tell the truth. Tell me what you the next day when you call me. Tell the truth and shame it up. Tell them what you told me on the phone.
Come on, Evangelist.
When I took the book, when I took the manuscript, she said, I had no intention of reading right there, but I just took it because I be busy, So I took it, and then when I got through doing what I was doing, I said, well, let me just pick it up and just read a few little pages of it, so I could tell I read.
Right.
You know how we do. I picked the little manuscript up and sit in the middle of my bed. And as I read, then I realized I was at the very end.
Wow.
And I told the truth. I said, I didn't have no intention of reading this book tonight. I said, but as I read the book, and I have such a vivid imagination until I was walking each page in real color. I could do that because I was there. And as I was reading that book, I was seeing her, knowing what she went through. See, Fiji made it look easy going through cancer, but it wasn't easy. We was there at nighttime when we had to, her bones was hurting. We was there when infection set in, and I had to learn how to be a nurse, to wrap stuff around a cord and stick it down in a hole. And it was hurting, but she never complained not one time. And when I was reading this book, the manuscript, I just kept reading, and I was thinking how strong she was. She never complained. She went to work every day except Thursday when we went to chemo. We sat at chemo every day because I had to be there. You scared, but you have to be there. And when you look and see what she went through and how she came out, and one day I never forget, she asked me, she said, Mom, did you ever think about that I may die? To be honest, I never thought about death. She could have. According to what we learned later, that only somebody that had the belief and the faith to believe that what God says He would do was us. Because the doctor finally told her a year or two later, every time she came back, it was a miracle because they wasn't looking for her to come back. But see, we didn't know that. All we know that we were trusting in God, and we were laughing and we talked, we didn't talk about the cancer, we just talk about whatever, and this book is amazing how she put it in a format, because when I was reading the book, you know what I thought about? Like we sitting around the table. You sitting around the table talking with your best girlfriend. And you all sharing thoughts. I said, man, this is a great format here. I said, now, it's just like she really is talking to her girlfriend. And I pray and ask God to let her sell 500 million of these copies. And you know what? God is able. God, that's the same God that she had 2 different types of cancer in her breast. That's the same God when the doctor thought she wouldn't make it, and the doctor had to tell her after about 2 years, See, you are one person that your mindset made your body get in line.
That's
Because
it.
every time she went, she had the doctors laughing. She went one time and asked the doctor could they change her appointment because she had to go to D.
Lights my path, shows the way.
I don't wish it on anybody, because you have to be ready for this. I can't put it into words, but that journey will prepare you for, I mean, I feel like it's nothing that I can't accomplish after going through that. But my next feat, I've already started my second book. The title is Change. It's about the transformation. My goal is to be on more stages. I want to come out of the kitchen. Well, I've come out the kitchen. I'm just gonna go and tell you, I've come out the kitchen. I will do food for like intimate dining, or if you have a party or something like that. But as far as meal prepping, it was too time consuming. It kept you in the kitchen, so I'm no longer doing that. I will do cooking classes. I do coach ladies that are going through the journey, but that is taxing. It's very taxing because people have to get their mindset right. And if you're not at a place to change your mindset, then I don't want to be ugly, but I don't want to work with you because my time is valuable, and I know what it takes to get through the journey. And I can't force you to want to change your mind around that. And it's gonna, no, I didn't change the way I ate when I went through the journey, but that's because I didn't know any better. But I know better, I'm gonna teach you better. And people don't wanna let they don't wanna let the food go. Well, that's one of the things you're gonna have to change in order to heal. I tell people, God has given us everything on earth for us to heal our bodies, and our bodies want to heal itself. But you have to change your mind, and to get through this journey, it's 95% of the battle. 95% of the battle is changing your mind and your mindset around it, and speaking. It's very important of the things that you speak out of your mouth. I never once said I had cancer. I always said I was diagnosed with it, and there's a difference. And when I was diagnosed with inflammatory breast cancer, which is found in obese African American women, y'all know I was fine and big, but you can tell me that I was unhealthy, but I was eating myself to death. My HR director's sister had been diagnosed with the same type of cancer I had been diagnosed with 6 months before I was diagnosed. So it was easy. I mean, God just made a way because my job had not had anybody to actually go through cancer. So I was the first one to actually go through cancer the way that I did. So it was easy for me to say, hey, I need this covered. And she would make sure the insurance covered the things that I needed covered because she was going through it with her sister. So he had already prepared the way for me. And her sister died a year. Inflammatory breast cancer life expectancy is 6 months to a year. I knew I was gonna live. I never thought I was gonna die. When I got the diagnosis that day, my mama quit her job. She was babysitting one of my coworkers' baby. She quit her job. I called a coworker. I said she'll be back. Give her to the weekend. I'm gonna bring her back on Monday because I don't know who she gonna be seeing. I'll be at work. I said give her to the weekend. She'll be all right. Monday, I said get on up, child. I'm gonna drop you off at work. I'm going to work. I'm not gonna be. I was determined not to be at home when walls closed.
Right, exactly.
I was just not gonna give into that. My boss, they tried to take my work from me. I was like, no, I'm gonna work my projects. I'm gonna still work. I'm not going to stop living because they told me I was diagnosed with cancer. I'm not. So, but yeah, my journey now is to get on more stages, planning on doing a 3-day challenge within the next 90 days. I'm gonna do a master class. It's gonna be around the book because I feel like people need to hear the story, and people assume because I said bald, breastless, and badass, it's just a cancer story. And people want to box you into, oh, it's about cancer. Yes, cancer was my journey, but the book is for any journey that you're going through, and it's for, as Black women, we always feel like we have to be strong. Strong almost killed me. Single mama, working at New York Stock Exchange, making good money, daughter in private school. We living through the drive-through because going through activities, taking care of everybody, but not taking care of myself. That's most Black women. That's what we do. Check on your strong friends, cause we out here, killing ourselves. So, but yeah, that's the journey, and you all know that I'm AI certified. So I know y'all be seeing my twin on these social media streets.
But she look just like her.
I know, for real.
Whatever it is, real. Just like
Yeah, listen, I work hard to keep her to look like me. I've also created me an influencer who does not look like me, but she will be making me some money. So, but yeah. So y'all get to look for me because they haven't planned on being on these TVs, on these stages. I plan on doing TEDx. I'm planning on doing the things.
We already know.
And we are claiming that. That's right. Getting into it.
Speak it into existence. That's right.
So.